Hello, welcome, W.J. Burns PHX. This is a Philco Model 42-355 Slanted Front Table Radio, manufactured in 1942. It has 7 tubes and 3 bands, broadcast, shortwave, and old FM. It has been completely refurbished inside and outside. All the veneer has been taken back to bare wood and restained. The full finish is as original. It does contain some beauty marks. But is mostly all of it's intact. It has been retrimmed, and several layers of semi-gloss poly has been applied. It has new decals, polished up bakelite trim, and a new dial faceplate. New speaker grill cloth, new labels, polished buttons and knobs. The dial glass is an original glass. The tuner section has been cleaned up and the button assembly has been lubricated. The chassis has been redone and refinished, has new labels. The cabinet stickers are intact and protected. The antenna has been cleaned up and sealed. It has new dial cord, new lamps. Speaker is original. It has been aligned on both bands. I didn't bother with the FM because it's not the FM of today. It's the old FM that they experimented with pre-World War II. But I did redo the antenna wiring for the FM. It has 2 new power tubes in it, type 41s. This is a push-pull audio. 2 of the front end tubes are new old stock. The cord is a new cord with polarization. It has been fused and a voltage dropping resistor has been installed. This drops our 121 volt power supply to about 117 volts. We'll fire it up and let you give a listen to it. And we'll scan both the broadcast and the shortwave band. It is about 8:30 in the morning. So it's in the broadcast position right now. So we'll start at the upper end of the band and work our way down, and then go up to the shortwave and work our way back.
The governor keeps the Legislative District 1 in Prescott, and lightning ignited a small wildfire outside of Flagstaff. Those stories and more news coming up. There's a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms for today.
you're on a consistent.
Oh, you know, I don't actually. You have a scheduled a time with him. I pretty much just talk with him like every day, but I don't have an appointment.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny because I always go back and say hi.
I'm not sure where that station
he
is
wants
at.
to talk about. He said,
Or that one.
How you can receive this entire teaching
Or
series
that
on
one.
both CD
There's very few that I know where they're at because I usually listen to them from time to time whenever I get a radio working again, and just checking it out on the bench. I just leave it up for a couple of days and see how the radio performs.
Here in Manhattan, Barnes & Noble in Manhattan tomorrow, May 15th at 1 o'clock. The one on Fifth Avenue. We're in Long Island Thursday, book review,
40 miles away.
6 o'clock, and then.
That is out of Flagstaff, about 80 miles away.
What are the stakes that we have in play here? Because the local shows in this market are putting some big wagers on
that
it. That
is out of Sedona,
of being number one. What about
about
you, Chris?
16 miles
Locally,
away.
the two hosts are saying if
That, I'm not sure. It might be Prescott. I'm not sure where any of those are. And that's it for the AM around here. We'll kick it over to the shortwave. This does not have the typical rotary switch for the band selects. It has push button selects for the band. We'll go to the shortwave band and work our way out. It drifts in and drifts out in the mornings. In the evenings, it's a little bit more stable because the sun doesn't wreak havoc with the signal. WWV.
It's already saying, you know, time to come home. And that's what we have to do, is work together to bring America home.
Work in those areas, I think it's largely because of the different or the gap.
With you and your business, radio is a powerful way to brand your company.
There are some exceptional times throughout the morning and evening hours that shortwave comes in pretty good. The higher the sun gets in the sky in the mornings,
Call 573-796.
the rougher it is for the stations to be picked up.
796-2166.
All right, yeah, we'll go up to the FM and show you that there's not much there. The quality is not that good.
Roger Simmermaker has compiled a wonderful book.
Whatever does come in. I did bring in some the other day.
Classical music in just a moment or two. Funding for KNAU comes from Overland Expo, a showcase for adventure travelers. Friday through Sunday at Fort Lauderdale.
See, the call numbers on this is not the same as the current FM 88 to 108. These are, I don't know, some people call them channel numbers.
This is classical KNAU. 88.7 Flagstaff and KNA
88.7, you can see it's coming in around 65. So it's picking up somewhere between 90 and 90, but it's spurious and it's not very good quality. It's spurious. So, we'll put it back over here.
Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi says he is getting indications from both the United States and Iran that things will end well, despite the current ramping up of rhetoric from both sides. Correspondent Fred Pleitkin reports from Tehran.
The commander of Iran's
this has a push off. It turns the radio off and push any one of these other buttons and it will turn it.
Iranians put it, and that certainly the Iranians would be ready to defend
it will turn it back on, or turn it on.
There was an escalation with the U.S.
Stocks have regained some of yesterday's trade war-induced losses. Correspondent Caitlin Collins at the White House, where hopes for a fast settlement are muted.
The consensus here is that it won't be...
Let's move that thing over there out of the way. Now, one thing I wanted to... here is your adjustments for your oscillator and your antenna for your push buttons. There are 5 push buttons up in the front for pre-selects. One is the off button, and the other 3 are the band buttons. This little port over here, I noticed on some radios, I thought it was a test port, but it's an input. Before they went to RCA jacks. So what I've done was I've fashioned a input source with a 3.5 millimeter stereo plug on one end and a regular pin to plug in to the port there, and then the clippy you can use to clip to any convenient ground, and use the plug this into an iPad or an iPhone or whatever you have. I plug it into a little boom box and put it on FM, and I get my FM input into here that way. You can see I'll clip on a segment demonstrating that for the boom box, and I'm going to offer this radio with a Bluetooth receiver. So you can link it with Bluetooth to a device that's Bluetooth capable. Just plug it in to the adapter, and you can pick it up that way. So stay tuned. Okay, let's see if we can get this done before the rain gets it going real good here. It's clouding up pretty good. We might get a thunderstorm. This here, I've included a hookup for this little port right here. I always thought was a test port, but some radios have it, and I never knew what the hell it was. And apparently it's for an input. So I fashioned this adapter. Goes from a mini plug stereo to just a regular pin for the hot port of the audio, and the ground hookup, just hook it to any ground screw or ground point. And then here is a small boom box that has a 3.5 millimeter jack output for headphones. What I'm going to do is turn this up here.
Transfer this asset to the surviving spouse to make up for the loss of income, because every family that's married and are receiving Social Security are going to have a loss of income. So that is your first and foremost part of the legacy planning that people should work on. That's what we work on with people, our prospective clients and our existing clients. And the second part of it is to make sure what kind of assets, we talked about the different buckets, and how do you transfer these different buckets of asset onto your surviving spouse and potentially onto your children or your heirs without the government stepping in and taking a big hunk of that asset.
My phone messes with this radio.
There's nothing you can do about it, right? So, but if you do something now, yes, you can, right? And
I'm
so
still in the
that, and then the
frame
last
here.
part of it is,
We'll tune it.
Addition to Prescott's charm, the beautiful music of KAHM. These days.
Now the little boom box is on FM stereo, but I'm feeding both left and right into a single channel to get it into this Philco radio. So that way one of the channels is not dead.
Meaningless controversy going. We called a defender of the drink, Nick Farrell. He is the spirits manager for several restaurants here in the Washington, D.C. area that have spritzes on the bar menu. So we figured he'd have an opinion about all this. Nick Farrell, thank you so much for joining us. Of course.
Now what I got is a Bluetooth adapter. Hopefully it's got enough charge in it to work for what I need it for. Just plug it right into the thing. It comes with a little 3.5 millimeter jacket plug adapter and a charge cable for USB. Now we'll see if I can get this thing to play with a Bluetooth without screwing up my phone or screwing up the radio. Alright, I had to go get my iPhone 4 because my 7 won't do multitasking. I can't use the mic and the Bluetooth at the same time. So I had to record this segment on my iPhone 4. So anyway, I've got the Bluetooth hooked up here. It is linked and connected to the iPhone 7, and we will play it now. you see, it will play Bluetooth, and you can plug it directly into your iPod or iPad or whatever, or your little mini boom box, and just tune it to a dead area of the band, broadcast band, and play your other songs through this radio. I use it to to feed the FM onto this, because this radio, the FM doesn't. This is old FM, so it doesn't work worth a crap. So anyway, there you have it.